Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Bolt Speed Gamer back with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This is a battle against a guy from YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to his channel below. So, I'm sorry about the black bar on the side. The camera I used was not the normal camera I used for the recording. I wanted to use that space to sort of tally the Pokemon. However, it didn't work because of the thing I'm using, the editing software I'm using. It didn't let me, so I'm going to try to get better quality in the future. But, so looking at his team, he has a Heatran just like me, and a few other guys, and we'll see how they play out in the battle. So, let's start the battle. So, starting the battle, I certainly was my Hippowdon to get the Sandstorm up, and he leaves with his Cresselia. So, I know this Cresselia is going to want to pull some stunts or whatever to set up and annoy my team, so I'm going to roar him out to prevent him from doing that. And he sends in Porygon, and it pulls in Porygon Z, and I don't want to take a boosted special attack from a Porygon Z, and I switch into my Heatran, which is a wall, and he goes for the Ice Beam, which I doubly resist, so I take the hit very well. He goes into his own Heatran, and I set up my Stealth Rocks. But there's not much I can do to this Heatran because of the moves I have, so I switched into my Gastrodon, which was in a non-Sandstorm team, and he's even better in Sandstorm. So, I spun his hit really well, and he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. And I predicted a switch here, because he would have been afraid of Gastrodon, I would have thought. But he goes for the he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, so my Toxic doesn't affect him. So here I'm like, I'm not gonna overpick, and I'm gonna surf. So, I surf, and it pops the Air Balloon, so I can go for the Earth Power. But first I want to recover because I'm getting that fairly low HP. He goes for the Earth Power, and I survive, so I go for the recover, and I get about to 3/4. Then with leftovers I get a little bit higher, but after the burn I'm going to get back to just under 3/4. And here I'm going to go for a second recover to ensure my survival, and he goes into his Salamence. And so, Salamence, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, so I switch out, and I go into my Skirmling, which I'm fairly certain can wall it, and he goes for the Dragon Dance. And so here, I know he's going to want to set up, so I'm just going to roll in, and blow him out of there. So, I use Whirlwind, and so all the stat changes were for naught. And Staraptor gets pulled out, so it's a bird-on-bird battle. Goes for the close combat. Because of Skarmory's amazing physical defense, it's going to do nothing. So I go for the spikes, and I'm just going to start setting up some entry hazards here because I'm going to need them later. And it actually turns out that these entry hazards are crucial to the battle. So he goes for the close combat. It's going to be a 3-hit KO bout, looks like. But I go for the roof so I can survive a little bit longer, cause a little bit more life orb recoil, and what have you. He switches out and I go for more spikes. So I'm not sure whether I can outspeed this Heatran, but now that I have 2 layers of spikes up, I want to get a 3rd up. And now with my leftovers recovery, I have max HP, and thanks to my sturdy ability, I will be able to at least take 1 hit. Even if he gets the burn, it's not a big deal because I'll die the next turn anyway. So I get up my full 3 layers of spikes, which is very good. So, and here he goes for the Dragon Pulse. Probably he didn't want to risk a miss. So, my Skarmory goes down. So I go into my Crustle, hoping for a sweep. Or, actually, I wanted to coax him into using the Will-O-Wisp to cripple my Crustle. However, that doesn't work, and he goes for the Earth Power, and I get a special defense drop, which is very bad. And so he goes to the Dragon Pulse. So I think he's just starting to attack, so it takes me down. But I go for the Earth Power to finish off that Heatran. So doubly super effective. It's gonna take him down no matter what, because he was only at half HP. Burn and leftovers take effect, and here comes Salamence. So here I actually forgot about Moxie, and I left my Gastrodon in here to die, but it ends up being very bad because he gets the Moxie boost. But I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna sit in here, I got sturdy, go for a Shell Smash, I'm gonna win. So I get in here and I go for a Shell Smash. I'm like, okay, game's pretty much over. I got it in the bag because I will be able to outspeed that Salamence because he doesn't have any Dragon Dances up. Go for the Rock Blast, and it misses. I was like, no! It missed! So now he's got 2 Moxie boosts, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So I send in my Hippowdon, hoping to survive. And I actually survived with half HP, and I roll him out to give away his stat changes. And the entry hazards start wreaking havoc on his team, which is very good. So Sandstorm with the entry hazards and the Sandstorm is going to bring that Porygon Z to about half health. So here I switch into my Credilli to Confuse Ray that thing. And if you're wondering about the nickname, I nicknamed it Carbon Weed because it's the worst weed you've ever had that just won't go away. So I go in here and I Confuse Ray it so that whatever comes in, or if Porygon Z stays in, it'll get confused. So he goes and Cresselia comes in. So I want to start setting up some stockpiles, so I switch into Hippowdon because I know he's going to go for setups. Worst case scenario, he goes for a setup. Best case scenario, he gets confused and hurts himself. And so he switches out here, and I get a free stockpile up. So here, and then the Sandstorm is gonna, he's so low, the Sandstorm's just gonna barely not do enough, or the Sandstorm's gonna barely not kill it. So he's gonna go for the Brave Bird, and that's easily gonna take him down after recoil. So I go for the Slack Off because I know he's gonna kill himself, so go for the Slack Off, and I'm at almost full HP now. So, in comes the Salamence. Not too scared because the Stealth Rocks are gonna kill the last of that HP. And in comes Virizion, his most valuable Pokemon in this game. Yeah, MVP. So I start stockpiling, so he has double attack, I have double defensive. So I'm kind of scared because I know Virizion can have a really high special attack, or physical attack, so he goes for the Leaf Blade, and I actually take the hit fairly well. I stay in the green, and I roar him out. And now, this is where the entry hazards really start to help, because I was at a disadvantage. However, I'm starting to catch up, and so I'm getting in a better and better position as the entry hazards are wreaking havoc on his team. So he goes for the Light Screen, and I'm going to go for one more stockpile, so I'm maxed out as high as I can go in defenses. So now I'm just going to start roaring some more so that he is stuck with the Pokemon so that he keeps getting entry hazard damage. But first I'm going to slack off and top up so that I have as much HP as I can. And so he goes for the Calm Mind, however it is in vain because I roar him out. So he switches into, and it pulls out Virizion, and the entry hazards wreak some havoc. And so I'm like, okay, I can go for an Earthquake to take him down low enough that the entry hazards will get him next turn. And I'm like, wait, how's it doing so much? Critical hit, and I'm like, dang it, it went right past my defense boosts. But I actually still survived, which I'm very glad for. It was just, I was scared here because I did not want him to get another critical hit. That would have been really unlucky. However, he doesn't, and I get a stockpile, or a Slack Off up, and I can get my HP back up. That was, whoa, that was stressful. And so he goes for the Swords Dance. I predicted that, and so I'm just gonna roar him out. And then pulls out Cresselia. Cresselia takes entry hazard damage and Sandstorm damage. This is why I love the Sandstorm, because it does so much damage as well as the entry hazards. It takes a lot of kills, just the entry hazards. And so the entry hazards are going to take down Virizion, and his last Pokemon is the Cresselia. And so I can't touch Cresselia because my only attacking move is Earthquake, so I'm going to switch into my Heatran, which resists his only attacking move. He's going to go for the Calm Mind. And so the worst he can do is Psychic, so I can just go for a safe Flamethrower, and that's easily going to take off the last smidgen of his HP. So I go for the Flamethrower, and that's going to be the game. That was a good game. I had a lot of fun. Again, you should check out my opponent's channel in the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. And by the way, here's another question of the day. We had a lot of non-Uber legendaries like Heatran, Cresselia, and Virizion in this match. So I was wondering, what is your favorite non-Uber legendary? So comment in the comment down below and comment for the question of the day, like if you enjoyed the battle, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.